Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. WWE's Chief Content Officer, Triple H, is still building the match card for WrestleMania 41. The show of shows is still 30 nights away. Below are 5 twists the game could introduce on the upcoming episode of SmackDown to raise the stakes in Las Vegas. Roman Reigns attacked CM Punk 2 weeks ago on WWE Raw. The OTC made his move while Paul Heyman was checking on the straight-edge superstar after a grueling steel cage match against Seth Rollins. Although the Wiseman was shocked by what he witnessed, he didn't oppose his tribal chief and did not address the situation during his SmackDown appearance last week. Notably, CM Punk lent Roman Reigns a hand during his War Games match at Survivor Series against Solo Sikoa's Bloodline. The Second City Saint didn't do anything for free though, and Paul Heyman owes him a favor for helping the OTC. Now that Reigns has launched an offensive, Punk might finally collect what Heyman owes him. Punk has hinted that the favor could potentially allow him to win a world championship in the future. Furthermore, the Wiseman had told Roman Reigns that he would reveal what the favor was after Survivor Series, but he never complied. The revelation of this favor could result in the creation of a divide between the OTC and the Hall of Famer. LA Knight reclaimed the United States Championship from Shinsuke Nakamura a couple of weeks ago on WWE SmackDown. This has made him the primary target for all wrestlers focused on the title, including Knight's former rivals Andrade, Carmelo Hayes, and Santos Escobar. New challengers such as Jimmy Uso and Jacob Fatu are also seeking to win the title along with its previous holder, Shinsuke Nakamura. Given the number of challengers, LA Knight may again have to defend his title in a multi-person match at WrestleMania 41. He emerged victorious against Andrade and Hayes at the 2024 Crown Jewel. Now there's a possibility that Nick Aldis could make the megastar compete against even more opponents in a ladder match. Seth Rollins had the chance to defeat CM Punk for the first time in a singles match at Madison Square Garden 2 weeks ago during WWE Raw. Although Rollins won the match, he didn't actually pin Punk. Instead, he was pulled out of the steel cage by Roman Reigns. The OTC then proceeded to destroy the Architect and return the favor he owed him at Royal Rumble. While the former World Heavyweight Champion had already shown heel tendencies, the WWE Universe could witness him actually turning heel this week on SmackDown and attacking the Tribal Chief. This could further intensify the long-standing rivalry between the former Shield brothers, as CM Punk harbors a vendetta against both superstars. The loving bond between Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa has become quite volatile after Sikoa's loss in the tribal combat match against Roman Reigns. No longer in control of the Eula Fala, Sikoa took a break from programming. But Fatu saw this as abandonment, and his leader's return hasn't put things back in order. While the Samoan Werewolf is still loyal to Sikoa, he isn't a blind follower of the new Bloodline's leader anymore. As Fatu would face Braun Strowman on WWE SmackDown, there is a possibility that the duo's relationship could run into more problems. This could lead to the Samoan wrestlers going their separate ways and potentially facing off at WrestleMania 41. Jade Cargill will face Liv Morgan in singles action this week after the latter provoked her with below-the-belt remarks regarding her conflict with Naomi and Bianca Belair. Interestingly, if the Storm manages to defeat the inaugural Women's Crown Jewel champion, she could challenge Chelsea Green for the Women's U.S. title next week. Notably, the Hot Mess doesn't have any WrestleMania opponents right now. Rather than giving her a spot on the match card for the show of shows, WWE could have Cargill dethrone Green next week. With the Storm becoming the new Women's U.S. champ and currently involved in an active feud with Naomi, the two could face off in Las Vegas in a title match. With this, Cargill would have her first singles title run and a Mania title defense to kickstart her championship run. It would be interesting to see what unfolds on this week's blue-branded episode in Bologna, Italy. CM Punk has always been known for his rebellious nature, his ability to shake up the system, and his deep history with Paul Heyman. Ever since Punk's shocking return to WWE at Survivor Series 2023, fans have speculated about his next big move. But now, a major twist could be on the horizon. One that involves Paul Heyman, a long-lost favor, and a potential heel turn that could redefine SmackDown. With WrestleMania 41 on the horizon, Triple H and WWE Creative have the perfect opportunity to craft an explosive storyline involving Punk, Heyman, and possibly even the remnants of the Bloodline. Here's how things could unfold, and 5 major twists WWE could book on SmackDown to set the stage for a WrestleMania 41 that fans will never forget. For those who remember Punk's original WWE run, his relationship with Paul Heyman was legendary. Heyman stood by Punk's side during his record-breaking 434-day WWE Championship reign, guiding him through wars with John Cena, The Rock, and The Undertaker. Their alliance was one of the most brilliant manager-wrestler pairings in WWE history. The seeds for this twist could be planted on SmackDown, where Punk reveals that he once did something huge for Heyman behind the scenes, a favor that Heyman has yet to repay. This could be something as dramatic as Punk covering for Heyman during the Bloodline's rise, ensuring that Roman Reigns kept his championship without interference from an angry Punk. Heyman promising Punk a guaranteed title shot if he ever returned to WWE, a promise he has yet to fulfill. A secret financial or contract-related deal that involved Punk helping Heyman in a personal capacity during his time outside WWE. Whatever the favor is, it would need to be something that forces Heyman into a difficult position, torn between his loyalty to the Bloodline, or whatever remains of it, and the debt he owes to CM Punk. This revelation alone could set the stage for a massive shake-up on SmackDown, but it doesn't stop there. Triple H could pull off 5 shocking twists to turn this into one of WWE's most unpredictable WrestleMania builds ever. 1. CM Punk joins the Bloodline, but not as a follower. One of the wildest possibilities would be CM Punk aligning himself with Solo Sikoa and the remaining members of the Bloodline, but not as a subordinate. Instead, he could take over the faction, ousting Heyman in the process. Imagine Punk stepping into SmackDown, looking Heyman dead in the eyes, and saying, "Your tribal chief is gone. This is my island now." With Roman Reigns potentially on hiatus after his loss to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40, the Bloodline is vulnerable. Punk taking the reins would be a game-changer, shifting the group from a Samoan dynasty to an empire of pure rebellion. A CM Punk-led Bloodline could become WWE's most dangerous faction, blending Punk's straight-edge ruthlessness with the group's history of dominance. If Punk's favor is something that forces Heyman's hand, we could see an emotional betrayal unfold on SmackDown. Picture this. Heyman has no choice but to turn on Solo Sikoa, handing control of the Bloodline to Punk in a reluctant move. The emotional fallout would be huge. Solo, who has trusted Heyman to guide him, suddenly finds himself abandoned. This could set up a Punk versus Solo feud heading into WrestleMania 41, with Solo desperate to reclaim his family's legacy from the man who stole it. One of the biggest bombs Triple H could drop is having Brock Lesnar return to SmackDown to side with CM Punk. Lesnar and Punk had a historic match at SummerSlam 2013, but what if behind the scenes, Lesnar also owes Punk a favor? With Lesnar's suspension lifted, he could storm back into WWE, standing side by side with Punk as the ultimate wrecking machine. A Punk and Lesnar alliance would be nearly unstoppable, and could even lead to a blockbuster match at WrestleMania 41 against a team of WWE's top stars, perhaps Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa. With Punk playing the role of corporate anarchist, we could see something no one expected: Roman Reigns returning to SmackDown as a fan favorite. If Punk takes over the Bloodline, Heyman betrays Solo, and SmackDown falls into complete chaos, WWE could set the stage for a shocking Roman Reigns comeback, but as the hero. Reigns would return not to reclaim his title, but to take back his family's honor. This could lead to a CM Punk versus Roman Reigns main event at WrestleMania 41, a match fans have wanted for years. And if Reigns wins, it would be the perfect full-circle moment, reclaiming his place as WWE's top star. Another massive twist would be CM Punk targeting The Rock, who recently made a huge impact during the WrestleMania 40 build. Punk has unfinished business with The Rock dating back to their 2013 feud, where Rock ended Punk's historic WWE title reign. What if Punk never forgot? Imagine Punk stepping onto SmackDown, looking into the camera, and saying, "I was the best in the world before you came back, Rock, and I still am. So how about one more time?" This could set up The Rock vs. CM Punk at WrestleMania 41, one of the most anticipated dream matches of all time. It would be the ultimate final chapter, with The Rock possibly stepping into the ring one last time to settle his score with Punk.